This is about the records that I'm selling on eBay. This right here is the album, The Best of Booker T and the MJs. It comes with the cover, and also I believe the record is cover, as you see, is a little bit damaged. This is the album, and the album is a little bit damaged. On one side, there's not as many scratches on the other side. These are the albums that have no cover. Jazzland, which contains some scratches. This album also have no cover. The name of it is Swiss Movement, Les McCann's and Eddie Harris. This album contains some scratches. This is Motown, which has no cover, and this is Diana Ross and the Supremes during the Temptations. One side of this album contains scratches. The name of this album is Getting Ready, The Temptations. And again, these are albums without covers. The name of this album is The Nearest of You, Frank Sinatra. Okay, one side of this album contains scratches. The name of this album is Cutting Capers, Doris Day. And this album seems to be in pretty good condition. The name of this record is My Man, Wild Man Steve. And one side of this album contains This is Aretha Franklin, Amazing Grace. And these two albums, it's a set. As you see, the album cover is a little damaged. The records in this set are in good condition and have no scratches. This album, the name of it is The Golden Record Library, and it's the American Patriotic and Marching Songs. And this album, the cover is a little damaged. The cover is damaged, and the record have scratches on one side. And the record have scratches. This album, Perry Como, No Other Love. The cover is damaged, and the album have scratches. These are albums without a cover. This album is Mom's Mabley, and it has one scratch on it. This album is Carole King, and it has one scratch on the other side. This album is Jimi Hendrix Experience and Otis Redding, and it has it might have a scratch on it. This album is The Volunteers, God's Creation, and this album has one scratch on one side. This album is Mercy, 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 and it has one scratch on the other side. The name of this album is Midnight Special, Jimmy Smith, and it contains scratches. The name of this album is James Brown Show, with various artists, and as I can see, it has no scratch. The name of this album is Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, and this album contains scratches, I believe, on both. This album right here, Bert, K-A-E-M-P-F-E-R-T, and his orchestra, one side contains scratches. This album right here, The Godfather, is in good condition, but it's only one album in the package, and it's a soundtrack from The Godfather. This album, The Chambers Brother, New Generation, contains scratches. This album, David Cassidy, Rock Me Baby, do not contain any scratches. This album, Aretha Franklin's Greatest Hits, do not contain any scratches. This album, Aretha Franklin's Soul 69, as far as I can see, do not contain any scratches, but the cover is a album of Four Tops, The Keeper of the Castle, do not contain any scratches. This album, Aretha Franklin, Young, Black, and Gifted. This album, The Fifth Dimension, Greatest. This album, Aretha's Gold, do not contain any scratches. These are the albums that I'm selling on eBay, and I'm going to talk